Greetings! Mantaray79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days. Alrighty, let's get started. Placing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. And here we are in the main menu, off to edit deck menu. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be making one for is a Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms, D-BT11. Alrighty, let's get started. Selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu. And like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building this deck profile video is a Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms deck, made up of cards only available up until D-BT11. Okie dokie, let's get started. Selecting the filter settings, going to pack, showing the cards from D-BT1, Genesis of the 5 Greats, D-BT2, Brush of Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening of Chakravarti, D-BT5, Shrine from the Brave Heroes, Festival Booster 2021, Festival Booster 2022, Promo Pack number 1, D-BT6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, D-BT7, Raging Flame against Emerald Storm, D-BT8, Minerva Rising, D-BT9, Dragon Tree Invasion, D-BT10, Dragon Masquerade, Festival Booster 2023, and D-BT11, Rising of Heroes. Pack selected, apply filters, filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we are playing, ride deck grade 3, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms. Skills, first skill, auto, Rebel Dress, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of battle, this unit attacked. Choose up to one card of Rebel form in its card name from hand, ride it as stand, and it gets drive -2 until end of turn. Second skill, actions of Vanguard, once per turn, cost, discard a card from hand. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card of Rebel form in its card name from among them, reveal it, put it in hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less card from among them and call it a Rigor Circle. Put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright, the grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. We have 1 the ride deck. Next up, ride deck grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is ruled upon by a unit with the Rebel Dress ability, cost, counterblast 1. If you cost and paid, choose a grade 2 or greater card from drop and put into hand. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard or Rearguard. When this unit is boosted, cost, Soul Blast 1. If you cost and paid, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. Okay, grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. Next up, ride deck grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard or Rearguard. During the battle this unit attacked, this unit plus 2,000 power. Second skill, auto. When this unit is ruled upon by Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. Cost, Soul Blast 1. If you cost and paint, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card of Youthberk in its card name from among them, reveal it, put in the hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less unit card from among them, call it a Rigor Circle, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Affirmative, grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. And finally, ride deck grade 0, Youth following in footsteps, Youth. Starting unit, skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirm, grade 0, Youth following in footsteps, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. With that, we covered the deck's ride deck. Next, let's get on to the grade 3 lineup. And now for the grade 3 lineup. For the grade 3s in this deck we are playing, the grade 3, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms. Since we explained this card's skills and effects during the ride deck portion of the video, we just skip ahead. For the grade 3, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms, we have 3 in the main deck. Next up, the grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Gust. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by the Rebel Dress ability. If your opponent's Vanguard grade is 3 or greater, cost, discard a card from hand. If you cost and paid, this unit gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 drive until end of turn. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of your turn, choose a card with the Rebel Dress ability from Soul and ride it as rest. And alright, the grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Gust. We have 3 in the deck. Next, the grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Tempest. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle by the Rebel Dress ability, all of your fellow units gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Then, cost, counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards with the same grade as any of the revealed cards. Put in the bottom of the deck. Then put all of the revealed cards into hand. Second skill, Auto as a Vanguard. At the end of your turn, choose a card with the Overdress ability from your soul and ride it as rest. Okie dokie, Grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form, Tempest. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's Grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 2 lineup. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. For the Grade 2s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 2, Knight of Fracture Schneisel. Skills, first skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, cost Counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 Grade 3 card of Youthberk and its card name from among them, reveal it, put in hand and shuffle deck. And this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, Auto is a rear guard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is placed this turn by riding from a Grade 3, choose one of your Vanguards, it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Alrighty, the Grade 2, Knight of Fracture Schneisel. We have 4 in the deck. Here we have the Grade 2, Knight of Plowing Dobreak. Skills, first skill, Auto from the front row Vanguard Circle. When your Vanguard is placed on Vanguard Circle by the Overdress ability, choose one of your Vanguards. It gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, Auto is a rear guard. When this unit attacks a Grade 3 or greater unit, cost Soul Blast 1 card with Rebel Form in its card name. If the cost and paid, this unit gets plus 10,000 power until end of battle. Okie dokie, the Grade 2, Knight of Plowing Dobreak. We have 3 in the deck. And next we have the Grade 2, Spiral Cutie Angel. Skills, first skill, Auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your ride phase, cost Soul Blast 1 and put this unit in the bottom of the deck. If the cost and paid, draw a card. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard Circle, even Persona Roll this turn, cost Counterblast 1. If the cost and paid, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put in the hand, put the rest in the top or bottom of the deck. Affirmative, Grade 2, Spiral Cutie Angel. We have 2 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's Grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. And now for the Grade 1 lineup. For the Grade 1s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel in the deck. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from hand and discard it. Alrighty, the Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. We have 3 in the deck. Up next, the Grade 1, Blitz Order, Elementarius Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel in the deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementarius Sanctitude in deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Plays with a cost of, discard a card from hand if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or less. If the cost and paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Remove this card. Okay, the Grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. We have 1 in the deck. And here we have the Grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. Skills, first skill, Continuous. This card cannot be ridden, and it cannot be normal called to rear guard from hand. Second skill, Auto. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, if your Vanguard is Grade 3 or greater, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost and paid, call this card to a back row rear guard circle. Affirmative, the Grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. We have 3 in the deck. And finally, the Grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequana. Skills, first skill, Continuous as a rear guard. During your turn, if you have a Vanguard with Youthberk in its card name, this unit gets plus 2,000 power. Second skill, Auto as a rear guard. When your unit is placed on the Vanguard circle by the Overdress ability, cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and pay, choose one of your Vanguards and increase or decrease its drive to 1 until end of turn. Confirm, Grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequana. We have 4 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's Grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the Grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, the Grade 0, Spiritual King of Aquatics, Adesfaro, Overtrigger, Skill, Trigger, Additional Effect. Choose a card from drop, put in the hand. Choose one of your units, it gets plus 1 critical until end of turn. Alrighty, the Grade 0, Spiritual King of Aquatics, Adesfaro, Overtrigger, we have 1 in the deck. And here we have the Grade 0, Volition Rigger Dragon, Critical Trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Next up, the Grade 0, Blade Feather Dragon, Critical Trigger, Skill, Auto as a rear guard. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units. It gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, the Grade 0, Blade Feather Dragon, Critical Trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Here we have the Grade 0, Bard of Heavenly Song, Alpac, Threat Trigger, Skill, Continuous as a Guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard grade is 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. And affirmative, the Grade 0, Bard of Heavenly Song, Alpac, Front Trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the Grade 0. Recuperate Angel Heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. Finally, the Grade 0. Affectionate Heart Angel Heal trigger. We have Skill Auto. When this unit is put in Guardian Circle, if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard grade, this unit gets plus 10,000 shield until end of battle. Confirm the Grade 0 Affectionate Heart Angel. We have 2 in the deck. With that, we covered the deck's trigger lineup. With that, the deck's been built. Card as explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing: 4 Grade 3 Youthberk Skyfall Arms, 3 Grade 3 Youthberk Rebel Form Gust, 4 Grade 3 Youthberk Rebel Form Tempest, 1 Grade 2 Knight of Ardent Light Youth, 4 Grade 2 Knight of Fracture Schneisel, 3 Grade 2 Knight of Plowing Dolbrake, 2 Grade 2 Spiral Cutie Angel, 1 Grade 1 Determined to Breakaway Youth, 3 Grade 1 Palladium Zeal Dragon, 1 Grade 1 Elementary Sanctitude, 3 Grade 1 Wayward Therapy Angel, 4 Grade 1 Wish of Accumulation Sequana, 1 Grade 0 Youth Following in Footsteps Youth Starting Unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing: 1 It is Pharaoh Over Trigger, 8 Critical Triggers, 3 Front Triggers, and 4 Heal Triggers. Deck built, card as explained. Now it's time to test out the deck. And here we are in the main menu, going to test out the deck, so it's heading over to Fight menu, and then selecting CPU Fight, choosing the deck I just showcased to you, the Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk Skyfall Arms, D-BT11 deck. It all looks okay from here, selecting the deck, and now choosing my opponent. For the opponent, I'm going to test it out on, I'm going to use using it against Keter Sanctuaries, Toyabata, Hard Difficulty, and click. The battle begins, let's get started. Here we are in the fight. Can decide who goes first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Paper to scissors, I lose, going second. Drawing our starting hands, I got myself a Perfect Guard, a Heal Trigger, a Sequana, a Schneisel, and a Critical Trigger. Holding on to all normal units, just redrawing the triggers. Redraw! Yes! I got myself a Mirror Therapy and Sequana. Good draw. My opponent rides the Great One, Fort. End of their turn. My turn. Draw. I ride from the right deck, Determined to Breakaway Youth. Ride deck cost, discarding Schneisel, since I can use my Grade 2 Youth skill to just re-add a Grade 2 or higher back to hand, so I can just recycle it later. Discarding Schneisel. Ride, Youth. Skill of Following in Footsteps Youth. Draw a card. Draw. Critical, come on. Then I call Sequana to rear guard. And another Sequana, call. Battle phase we go. Sequana in the front, attack the Vanguard, 8k. The attack goes through. Zap. Damage check. No trigger. Boosted by Sequana in the back row. Vanguard to Vanguard. Plus 2,000 power with skill, 18k. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes, critical, just what I needed. Critical, and all effects to Vanguard. Critical up, power up, 2 damage to opponent, and Pierce. Damage check first. Heal trigger, lucky. He heals the damage. And second check. Draw trigger, come on. He heals and draws, so lucky in that order. End of my turn, opponent's turn. Here comes the Grade 2. Knight of Heavenly Spears Rooks, Fort skill, revealing 2 Grade 3s, 2 Fleets, and he Superior calls Sparare to rear guard. Oh, come on, a Grade 3 from the top of the deck. Battle phase, 13k to Vanguard. No guard, taking it. Ow. Damage check. Perfect guard, not good. Here comes 10k. Next turn is going to ride to Grade 3 and possibly get a restand, so I better not take too much damage early. Guarding Whiff. Critical trigger. Over trigger to pass. Drive check. Draw trigger, come on. He keeps restocking his hand. Ka-chink! Blocked. And if opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I'm gonna ride Knight of Ardent Light Youth. Right, that cost I am discarding a critical trigger. Riding Youth. Skill of Determine a Breakaway Youth. Soul Blast 1, and look at the top 3 cards in my deck. I add Youthberk Rebel Form Gust to my hand. The rest goes to bomb the deck. 2 front triggers, come on. I'm gonna move Sequana to the back row. And going, or should I just leave in the front row? It's a tough choice. Go, even if I leave in the front, it can't attack anyway. Let's leave in the back row, play it safe. Already has 2 grade 3s in hand, no point attacking the rear guard. I should just focus on building up the damage, go into battle phase. Vanguard to Vanguard, 18k. And not activate skill. Drive check. No trigger, another Sequana. So 1 damage and Pierce. Damage check. No trigger. That's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the grade 3. Apex Ruler Bastion. Skill of Rooks, revealing the cards in his hand. 3 grade 3s, an Alden and 2 Flints. Oh, he has an Alden too. He calls Alden. Skill, he's gonna Superior Call a grade 3 and draw 2 cards. Battle phase, 20k. Chance of restanding and chance of triggers, so 25k. Block the first attack, let the rest go through. Ka-chink! Survives. Here comes Vanguard to Vanguard, 15k. No guard, gonna take it. Key Twin drives, first check. Front trigger, oh no! If he gets a grade 3, he'll be sure to get more power. Come on. Grade 3, he can restand. Here it comes. Out. Damage check. Critical trigger is wasted at this point. All effects to Vanguard. And here it comes. Bastion skill. He discards and restands. Skills Ferrari. More power. And draws. No guard. Taking it. Out. Damage check. Nothing. And finally, 25k. No guard. Taking it. No, 30k thanks to its own skill. No guard. Out. Damage check. 2 Persona Rise out of the deck. So unlucky. Come on. My turn. Stand and draw. Schneisel, huh? I ride from the right deck. Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Right deck cost. Discarding. Wayward Therapy. Right. Skyfall Arms. Skill of Youth skill. I counterblast 1. Counterblast and returning Schneisel to hand. Therapy skill. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast and Superior Call Wayward Therapy to the back row. Call. I move Therapy to the front row. And I'm going to activate my Vanguard skill. I discard another Wayward Therapy. Discard, and look at the top 3 cards of deck. I add Youthberk Rebel Form Tempest to hand. The rest go in the bottom of the deck. Therapy skill, Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast, and Superior Call to the back row, behind Wayward Therapy. Next up, I call Schneisel to rear guard. Call. Schneisel skill, Counterblast 1, Counterblast, and look at the top cards on my deck. I add Youthberk Rebel Form Gust to my Tempest to my hand. Shuffle the rest. Plus 5,000 to itself. That ought to do it. Let's go. Battle phase. Boosted by Sequana. Skyfall Arms to Vanguard. 23k. The attack goes through. Twins Ride. First check. No trigger. Dual break. Second check. No trigger. Sequana. 1 damage. Pierce. Damage check. No trigger, perfect guard, nice, one of those cards to worry about. Let's go, it's time to Overdress. 2 Youthberk, Rebel Form Tempest. Skill Tempest. Power to the entire front row. And Counter Blast. The top cards, yes, 2 grade 3s. I choose to send Alden to the rear guard, or let's see, Alden to the bottom of the deck, or Sperare. He has no more cards in Soul, he can't use the restand skill, and he has no way of boosting, so better play it safe. I send Alden instead. Alden out of the deck. Then I activate the effect of Sequana in the center column, into Soul. +1 drive to Vanguard. Not activating the other one's skill. Vanguard to Vanguard. 18k. 1 drive. He guards with a front trigger. 33k. Over trigger to pass. Drive check. Heal trigger. I can heal. Nice. Healing 1 point of damage. Giving power to. Here's 25. Here's 30k. Power to the Wayward Therapy Angel, the front row. The attack fails. Boosted by Sequana. Go. Schneisel to Vanguard. Skill of Schneisel plus 5,000 power to Vanguard, but nothing happens at this point. The attack goes through. Slash. Damage check. Heal trigger. He heals 1 point of damage. Then boosted by Wayward Therapy. Go, Wayward Therapy. 35k to Vanguard. He guards with a critical trigger. 38k. And the attack fails. End of my turn, my opponent's turn. Tempest his skill, returning Skyfall arms to the Vanguard. Here comes Persona Ride. He Persona Rides and he goes straight to the main phase, calling another Alden. Come on! Oh, he's not gonna use its skill. Sperare to Vanguard. Chance of restand, so not much to guard with. This is gonna be tough. Then no guard. Ow! Damage check. No trigger. 25k from Vanguard. Guarding with. It's not a lot to guard with. Guard and guard. 38k, 2 to pass. First check. No trigger, grade 3, he can restand. Second check. No trigger, grade 3, safe. So the attack is blocked. Ka-chink. Skill of Bastion, he discards a card. Restanding. Sperare, he gets power. Sperare to Vanguard. No guard, taking it. Out. Damage check. Over trigger. Damage nullified. 100 million power to the Vanguard. Another front trigger out the deck. Come on. 30k to the rear guard. I can't protect it this time. Sorry, Wayward Therapy. Can't protect you. And lost the rear guard. End of opponent's turn. My turn. Stand and draw. Another trigger. Come on. Why do I keep drawing out all my triggers? Skipping main phase. Skipping right phase to go into main phase, and I'm going to first activate my Vanguard skill. Discarding Gust from hand. Looking at the top 3 cards of my deck. I add Gust to my hand. The rest goes to the bottom of the deck. Then I'm going to call Gust to the rear guard. Calling it over here. And calling Dobrik to rear guard. Call. And I call Sequana to rear guard. Call. That should do it. To battle phase we go. Boosted by Sequana. Go. Youthberk Skyfall arms. 23k. He double guards. Skill to grade 3. He gets additional shield. Total 38k. 2 to pass. First check. Heal trigger! I can heal, healing 1, giving power to... Power to Gust. And second check. No trigger, Elementary Sanctitude. Nice, I can use this. The attack may have failed, but now here it comes. It's time to Overdress. 2. Youthberk, Rebel Form, Tempest. Rebel Form's Tempest's skill. Power to the front row. And Counter Blast 1, revealing top 2 cards of deck. Grade 3 and Grade 2. I'm gonna send Alden to the bottom of the deck. Then, Dual Break skill, power to the Vanguard. Last but not least, the middle columns, Sequina into Soul. +5, +1 drive, sorry about that, not activating the other skill. Now, 23k to Vanguard, 1 drive. He guards with a Perfect Guard. Perfect Guard cost he's discarding. Persona Ride, drive check. Critical trigger, just what I needed. I'm giving all effects to, let's see, here's 38k, here's 35k with skill. All effects to Dual Break. The attack fails, but now, boosted by Wayward Therapy Angel. Dual Break to Vanguard, 35k. Then Dual Break skill, I Revel Blast, Tempest from the Soul, Revel Blast, plus 10,000 power, 45k, 2 criticals. The attack goes through, slash. Damage check. First, draw trigger, lucky him. He draws a card. Powers up. Second check, come on. No trigger, 6 damage, I win. That was a pretty okay fight. Despite giving some unease in the middle of the game, but I managed to get the cards I need to make this deck work out for me, and I got to manage to score a win, so I got win, attack 4,000 more power, drew an overtrigger, 6 turns passed, did a superior call, retired 5 opposing units, and won with 10 or more cards in hand. I got 2100 VP, total 552,775 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to fight menu. Back at the fight menu, leaving fight menu, going back to main menu, and to the edit deck menu we go. With that deck built, Cardfight explains, and I just finished testing the deck up in front of you. So first I want to say is thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I'll also be able to show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say goodbye and see you.